Let's go over to the mat. Okay, so if you can be in a kneeling position, okay, so I call this thunderbolt, where you're sat down with your kind of onto the heels. Some of you, if you are struggling with ankle flexibility, you might want to sit like this, but your aim is to try and go into this position so you can sit fully back, so you're nice and planted, okay? Luna, move, go that way, please. Thank you. Okay, so taking your band up. Now, the wider you have this, the easier it will be. You will have a little bit of kind of give in your arms, and we're just going to do an up and over where we just look to warm up the shoulders, okay? So we're taking them up and over the top. Just nice and gently, just focusing on opening up the chest, opening up the shoulders, okay? Trying to keep them as straight as we can, okay, but just with a natural bend. So it just keeps that scapula up and over. So looking to keep the neck nice and long, okay, and looking to try and keep the shoulders down, okay. Just do a couple more. Just looking to warm up. Okay, just pop the band just off to one side. Someone just fallen off again. Okay, now from here, we're just going to reach up and just going to work on the side. So we're going to press up and just reach down the side. Just holding it there, allowing it to gain, and then press back over. Reach up, and then over to the opposite side. Press the arm away again. So we're just going to try and flow through these moves. So reach up tall, and then side, and then press the hand out again. Reach up nice and tall, press, and out. Okay. Round the back out as if you're hugging a big tree or a beach ball. Open up the scapula, and then just pull that core in nice and tight. And all I want you to do as well is just drop your chin to your chest. Just stretching down, upper back, neck, give yourself a double chin. Interlink the fingers, turn around and press the palms up to the ceiling. Reach nice and tall. So again, your neck should be neutral, but just pressing all the way up, reaching from underneath the armpit, palms to ceiling, keeping it nice and high. Just open out those hands. Okay, from here we're just going to take forehead towards the mat. So just leaning forwards. Just stay in that position there. Stay in that position there. Hugging over. Stay there. And then unfolding. Okay, take the feet round and just go into a relaxed cross-leg position, okay, so wherever you feel comfy. Again, staying nice and tall. This time again, I want you to grab your band. We're just going to go back and warm those shoulders up again, but we're just looking to open out the hips at the same time. So up and over the top. There's nothing for you. Watch out. I have company this morning. Keep it going. Give me a couple more. Keep that chest lifted. Stay nice and tall. Okay, you're staying there, are you? Okay, keep the hands nice and tall, and we're just going to lean over to one side. Stretching down. Just working through on that band. Come back to the middle, and then down to the opposite side. Come back through the middle, one more time. Lean across, keep the arms long. Come back to the middle, and the opposite side. And bring that down. Okay. Just going to go back into our kneeling position. Okay, we're just going to look to tuck the chin. Tuck the chin down. And we're going to take the chin all the way up to the ceiling. Okay, tuck that chin down, keep the chin tucked. And then take it all the way up to the ceiling. Hold it there. Okay, take chin to shoulder, chin round to shoulder. Take it back through the middle and going over to the opposite side. Back through the middle. And round to the opposite side. Okay, opening out the chest, take the fingertips and just interlock them and just place them behind your head. Looking to keep the chest open. You're not trying to arch the back though, so you're looking to keep the spine as in as straight a line as possible. So you're pulling up through the spine, so staying nice and tall, okay? And then from here, we're going to do a seated cat-cow. So we're going to bring the elbows in, round out the back, and then open back up again. So just that big arch forward, and then open out through the chest. 2 more of these. Close, and open. 1 more. Close, and open. Okay, from here, let's just go into a 4-point position, okay? Have I been... Sorry, guys. Into a 4-point position. Just hold that position there. Okay, round up, pull the belly button to spine. And then go all the way through into cow. Round out that back, all the way through into cow. And again, 2 more. Pull up and through. 1 more. And out. Okay, sit back on the heels into that child's pose. Forehead to mat, extend the arms forward. And then we're going to go all the way through into upward facing dog. So just push those hips all the way through, nice and loose and long. Press back into child's pose. Forehead to mat. So we're just warming up that lower back. And then pressing through into upward facing dog. Okay, looking to keep this movement flowing. Press back, stay long, heels to bum. Forehead down to mat, extend the hands forward. And then all the way through and down. And from here, we're just going to turn the shoulder and twist. Turn the shoulder and twist. Just moving through the hips. There'll be a little bit of a wiggle. Working from side to side. Lengthening through the back. Excellent. Okay, press back up into that 4-point position. Tuck the toes under, and we're going to sit back, just stretch the arch of the foot, okay? So staying nice and long. Just slide the elbows back in from here. Okay, we're going to go into puppy. So palms down, you're going to point your toes and you're just going to lift your bum up. We're going to slide the arms forward and we're just going to really stretch out. So into that puppy pose. So looking to get forehead in. Your hips should be over your knees and you're just extending out, keeping that core nice and tight, stretching out those shoulders and upper back, okay? Just sink into this position. We're going to hold this for a little bit of time, just working on those. And then just sit back into the heels and then come back up again. Okay, hopefully we should feel a little bit warmer now. Just going to pop that to one side, but we'll come back to that later. Okay, we're just going to walk our legs round. We're just going to walk our legs round. Okay, so we're going to start and think about our posture, okay? So we're going to think about this core area and looking to engage everything. Imagine someone is pulling you up through your spine. You're really thinking about posture and lifting. So if I'm sat here now, I'm a little bit hunched over. Okay, so what I want to do is engage my core and pull up and lengthen myself and be as tall as I can. In your bum, you have what's called seat bones. So you'll be able to feel these, and these will be what anchors you to the floor, and it gets you into a place where you can pull up from the core and stay nice and tall. Okay, so what we're just going to do, we're just going to work on this posture, but also just think about our breathing. So what we're trying to do is fill the rib cage, fill the lungs up. So taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, holding that, extending, nice deep breath, and then you're going to blow it out through the mouth. You're quite noisy when you do this, okay? So big deep breath in through the nose, filling up my rib cage, and then I'm blowing out through my mouth. Again, staying nice and tall, big deep breath in, and then blowing out. Okay, I want you to extend the arms forward, palms are facing each other, and that they are at shoulder height. Now, in yoga, what we look to do is we look to curve over. With this move, we're looking to try and keep the back nice and flat. So I'm trying to extend my fingertips towards my toes, but I'm looking to keep my back as long as I can and as flat as I can. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, fill the rib cage, and then we're going to blow out, and we're going to lean forward as far as we can. Now we're going straight forward, we're not leaning over and down. My neck is neutral, and then I'm going to come back again, okay? Bring the arms back down again. So you're going to engage the scapula, keep the core. We're going to look to do that movement a few times so we get into a rhythm. So lift the arms up, nice deep breath in, and blow out. Breathe in, and blow out. Breathe in, and blow out. So I'm thinking about my core, but I'm working through my moves, okay? I'm not leaning forward, I'm on my seat bones, my spine is nice and tall, and I'm filling my lungs and breathing. So when I lean forward, I blow out. When I come back, I breathe in. Okay, give me 2 more. This time we're going to hold over. So we're going to hold over, and you're going to try and be as long as you can. Really stretching all the way through, back nice and flat, big press, and then lift and bring the arms down, okay? So upper back should be nice and warm now, okay? So what we're going to look to do is take the arms up. Okay, nice and tall, holding that position. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a nice deep breath in, and we're going to go forwards over the toes. Then we're going to open back up again, lift the chest. Okay, breathe out and breathe in, big lift. Breathe out and in. Keep that chest lifted, really work those seat bones, but you should feel this in your hamstrings. Don't let the arms drop, be strong through your move, okay? Thinking about that core. 2 more. And 1 more. Forwards. And lift up. Take the arms down, okay? So you should start to feel a little bit warmer with these moves as well. So let's go into a lying position, okay? We're going to go down. So what we're looking to do is in Pilates and in anything we do, you have a natural arch in the back, okay? We're not looking to flatten that arch, but we are looking for it to just sink into the floor. So what happens is your pelvis, your hips rotate slightly, but you're looking to keep the chest open and you're looking to keep your chin open at the moment, okay? what I just want us to focus on is the position that we're going to get into to work on some of these different moves. So what we're looking to do is you tuck the chin and then you engage the core. So we're lifting off. Now I can move my neck still because my core is working. It's taking the pressure. It's not my neck doing the work. So if I roll back down again. So in order to go up and to move, let's try this a couple of times. We're going to tuck the chin and we're going to lift into position. My hands are slightly off the floor. I'm looking forward, but my core is engaged. And I'm coming back down again. Hands come back down. Tuck my chin in, lift forward. Engage the core, squeeze in, and lower back down. Let's do 2 more. Tuck my chin, press forward. And down. Last one. Tuck, lift, press forward. Just holding that position. And back down again. Okay, we're going to work on the 100. So this move takes us tucking our chin in and getting to engage our core. We're going to take our legs straight up in the air. So bring the knees up just into a 90 degree and we're going to have your hands by your side. You're going to tuck into position. Okay, so tuck into a ball position, lift the hands off the floor. So your core is engaged here. Take the legs straight up. From here, we're going to press the hands up and down, pressing really nice and fast, holding that position. The reason this is called the 100 is we're trying to do the little pulses 100 times, okay? My core is engaged and I am breathing. Hold that position, nice and strong. You should feel this in your rib cage area. Keep it going. Okay, bring the knees down and lower back down. Okay, just open out. So you should have felt that in rib cage, in that core area, okay? Some of you will have felt it slightly in the chin, okay, but it's just getting used to that movement, okay? So we're going to do that one more time, looking to engage the core, but we're working through, okay? So hands are flat on the floor, bring my knees up, and then I'm going to curl up into that position, lift my hands, okay? Lift the legs up and then press down. My core is engaged and I am breathing. Keep it going. Really work on that core. And hold it there. Bring down and relax. Okay, great job. We're just going to stretch out now. We're just going to go up into a glute bridge. So just press the hips up, just open out and just look to hold this position, okay? This is also a Pilates move, but also used in yoga. So looking to keep my neck, but we're opening out, we're squeezing our butt cheeks together and we're pressing those hips up to the ceiling. Hold that position, lower down nice and slowly, okay? So we're now just going to look to move through this so that we press up and down. So let's lift up and then lower slowly back down again. And then come all the way back down again. Press up through the hip and then lower back down again. Lift and down. Give me 2 more. Up and down. Last one. Lift and down. Okay. Looking just to straighten the legs out, okay? We're going to do the roll up, okay? So with this one, this is about us rolling up through our whole spine. Now, if any of you've got back issues, it won't be one that you would want to do. You might want to start by having your knees up, okay? So what we'll do, we'll start with one actually with our knees up and then we'll go from there. So we're going to tuck that chin in again And then we're going to roll all the way just to our knees, pulling up into sitting, okay? Then from here, we're going to roll back down again. Okay, so my feet, my core isn't as strong as I want it to be. So I'm going to tuck my chin, grip behind my knees, and then pull myself up, okay?
Yes, it's up.
And then I'm going to lower back down again.
The roll-ups.
Tuck my chin. Okay, I'm going to flick through because it keeps flicking. Someone's got their microphone on. I'm just going to make sure that everyone's muted. Okay, right. So, tilt that pelvis, tuck the chin, and then we're coming up, pressing through, and then lifting from behind the knees. Then we're rolling back down again. Okay, looking to straighten the legs. From here, we're going to look, you've got a slight arch in the spine. Hands are by your side. Tucking the chin, pressing all the way up. We're going to roll all the way up to seated. Keeping nice and tall. Then we're going to work through the spine, all the way back down again. So tuck the chin, lift the shoulders, rolling up. My hands are at shoulder height, and then I'm rolling back down again. 2 more of these. Tuck my chin, lift my shoulders, squeeze up and through. Lower back down again. Tuck my chin, roll up and through, and then all the way back down again. So working through that core area. Okay, we're going to move on to single leg. So what we're looking to do here is you're going to bring one knee into your chest, and my foot on this one is relaxed. I tend to have it slightly pointed, okay? So my back's neutral, so it's not totally rounded into the floor. There is a slight arch in it, okay? And I'm going to place both my hands on top of the knee. Then from here, all I'm going to do is we're going to just switch knees. Now I'm going to tuck and lift so my core is engaged, and then we're just going to stretch through, working the hip flexor, but also my core is engaged. So my shoulders are off the ground, my chin is tucked, and I'm lengthening through my hip flexor, working my quads, opening up, keeping my heels off the ground. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring my knees together and then coming back down again, okay? So we're going to look to do exactly the same again, and we're just working on that core engagement and also again. So let's just lengthen that leg, bring that knee into the chest. Now, as we rise up, my heel on my long leg comes off the ground. So into that position, and then we're going to go through into that single leg. Chin is tucked, shoulders lifted, and my core is engaged. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax down. Bring my knees in and lower. Okay, from here, we're going to take a single leg up into the air. This leg is here for support to keep our hips, and my hands are by my side, okay? So I'm just going to look to relax. All we're going to look to do here is we are going to take a long leg. So we're going to take our heel to hover above the floor, and then we're just going to bring it back up again. My foot is flexed, and I'm working the length of my legs. So just hover, and then back up again. Hover. So these moves are about being controlled, okay? So we're looking to have good form, opening out that hip flexor, keeping the core engaged, Making sure we are breathing. So we're going to do 4 more. 4. And lift. 3. Lift. 2. And 1. Lift up. And then bring that knee down. So let's change sides. So again, my foot's flexed. My hips are on the floor. My hands are by my side. And I'm looking to engage the core, but my upper body is nice and soft. So press long and lift. Hover above the floor. Keep that leg nice and long. Working through the hip flexor, but my core is engaged. 4 more. 3. 2. 1. Bring it up, and then bring that leg back down again. Bring both the knees into the chest, okay? So we're going to keep both these knees here, okay? What we're going to look to do, we're going to do a double leg. Now, what I want to do is focus on the opening out and keeping the core tight. So we're going to lift and curl. You're going to have your hands at your side, okay? From here, you're going to press the legs out, and then bring them back in again. Press them out and bring them back in again. Trying to keep the knees together, keeping that core engaged. Press, so this is a double leg stretch. Press. So let's do 4 more. 4. 3. 2. 1. Bring the knees in, lower back down again, bring the feet down, okay? So again, that works the quads, but also we're looking to focus on that on that core area. We'll do that one more time. So bring the knees up, engage that core, bring the head in, hands to the side. So let's extend and back in. Extend and back. Press out, come in. 4 more. 3. 2. 1. In and hug. And then we'll lower back down again. Okay, going to rock all the way up to sitting. So we're going to do the move called roll like a ball, okay? So this is about balance and this is about our seat bones, okay? So essentially what you're looking to do, again, it's about engaging the core. So we're looking to get into position where our feet, so we're hugging just below the knees, and we're looking to have heels off the ground. You're looking to roll back, and then you're looking to go back into that position where you are holding, and then you're looking to roll again. Not over roll, and you're looking to balance, keeping the core nice and tight, okay? So we're going to look to try and do 4 of those, okay? You'll do it in your own time. You can either try and go with me or go with yourself, okay? So nice and tall, okay? Find your seat bones, okay? Lift those knees up, but engage the core. Heels are off the ground, okay? And we're going to roll back. Trying not to let the heels touch. Roll the length of the spine, sit up nice and tall. Last one. Now, for those of you who are confident, you can lift up the heels and you can take the hands into a boat position, okay? So, legs at 90, holding that position there. Squeezing, 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 stack on those seat bones, bring the knees in and back to sitting. Okay, fantastic job. Right, we are going to go into the saw move. So I'm going to turn into the middle. So my legs are in a natural V. So you'll go however wide you need to be. Okay, again, find those seat bones and sit up nice and tall. Okay, the saw position is about rotating through your core. So you're engaging the core, you're pulling up through the spine. You're taking your pinky finger and you are, I don't know why they call it saw, but you're looking to slide your hand past your little toe with your pinky, okay? So your hands are at shoulder height, feet are nice and relaxed, okay? You're turning and then you're reaching and looking over your shoulder. Hands stay up and then you're coming back through the middle. Then we're going to the other side, looking over the shoulder, working through the hips. It's quite an old-fashioned move, okay? But these were developed in like the 1930s. Across, working through the core. Let's do 4 more. Reach, trying to get that pinky all the way to your small toe, looking over your shoulder, lifting back up again. Turn and lift, keeping those arms up. 2 more. Rotate through and the other side. Excellent. Okay, just bring the knees in together and we're just going to go into an opener position, okay? Just stretch off that inner thigh. Sitting up nice and tall. Okay, so we're going to go on to all fours now. So we're going to work on the plank, which is important for the core, and we're just going to work through a few variations before we finish off, okay? Before we start the plank, I want us to think about engaging the core though, okay? So we're going to do what's called a bird dog. So our hips are over our knees and our shoulders are over our wrist. Now all you're going to look to do is just press your foot backwards, but looking to keep that stomach together, okay? So fully extend, point the toe, big stretch, and then press down, okay? Reach through, engaging the core, keeping the leg long. Now you're not trying to swing it up high, you're just trying to have it level with your back, keeping the back flat. Bring in, so press back. Come in, press back, come in. Okay, so this time we're going to press back, hold that leg, and we're going to lift the arm at the same time. Just looking to hold the position. So I call this a bird dog, you might call it something else. Hold that position, big stretch, lower back down again. So we're going to set that back foot first of all, back leg, then opposite hand, reaching forward, being as long as we can through the spine, keeping the core engaged. Lower down. So this time we'll do it together. The reason why I don't set first of all together is we tend to swing. So press, reach. Someone's pulling your toes, someone's pulling your fingers. Trying to keep the spine in a nice long line. Lower down. Change sides again. Reach through and hold. And come down. Okay, we're going to go into a full plank. So my shoulders are over my wrist and my hips are over my knees at the moment. All we're going to do is just walk back into a plank. So press one foot back and then press the other foot back. And we're looking to hold that plank position. Okay, my neck is neutral. My hips aren't all the way up here. My body's in a nice straight line and my core is engaged. And then just lower the knees down just so we take a break. So what we're going to look to do is we are going to go into a plank, but then we're going to turn onto one of our sides. So we're working that core still, looking to keep it as long as we can, keeping the spine in neutral, okay? So press one foot back and the other foot, so I'm in my plank position. I'm going to roll towards you. So I'm going to shift my weight, my hips go backwards, but they stay up in a nice straight line. My shoulder is over my wrist, and then I'm looking to take my hand up. My feet are crossed at the bottom, just to give me that space, okay? Now, don't let the hips drop down and bend the knees. Keep nice and straight, keep the hips up, and just think about that position going all the way through, okay? It's a strong position for the arm, but it's really important for this core. Okay, roll it down, back into that plank position. Okay, so don't let your hips sink like I just did. Keep them nice and high. And we're going to roll, turn the hips to the side, and we're going to reach that hand up. My legs are crossed again. My shoulder is over my wrist, and I'm working on my hip being up and my core being nice and tight. Roll back through into plank, and then just lower those knees down. Sit back into child's pose, so we just stretch out the back, so we're ready to go again in a moment. Okay, come back into your 4-point position. We're going to look to do exactly the same again, but if we can, we're going to add a slightly different variation on, okay? So, let's press back into our plank position, keeping that core nice and tight, okay? So remember, you're rolling backwards, shifting the weight and turning into that side position. Taking that hand up. If you're not comfortable with the hand, you can just put it along the side. I just find this gives me a good balance. Just hold that position there. Rolling back through. Roll the hips backwards. Cross my feet. Take the hand up to the other side. Keep my hip lifted. Okay, roll through. Now from here, we're going to drop down to our elbows. So we're going into what's called a dolphin plank or a low elbow plank. Just hold that position there for me. Then just lower the down and lower all the way to the floor. Okay, from here we're just going to go into a mini cobra. So we're just lifting up, just stretching out the back, pressing the hips into the floor, and lower back down again. Okay, just reach the hands above, forehead down, just stretching out those shoulders. Okay, slide the hands all the way in so they're bent. Okay, tuck the toes under. We're going to press all the way back up into plank. Press up into that plank position. Keep the hips. And we're going to roll through into that side plank. So press the hips, cross the feet, lift up nice and tall. Each time you do this, it should get slightly easier, thinking about our position, okay? Hold that position, roll down. Let's roll through. So hips go backwards, turning, opening, and pressing upwards. Keep that core nice and tight. Lower through. Walk the hands down into that elbow plank. Lower the knees down. All the way down, stretch the arms out and above. Just roll onto your side. Okay, we're going to finish off with a couple of things and then we'll promise we'll be done. Feet are flexed. Okay, we're just going to work on our core, but we're going to work on this leg, okay? Hand in front for support. All you're looking to do is lift, and we're just looking to hold that position there, okay? So just looking for the foot to be flexed. We're not taking it up and down, we're engaging it. So you should feel this into the hip, into the butt, and we're just holding these positions, okay? And then lower back down. So this time we're going to lift both feet. So both of them come up. Hold the position, keep the core tight. My feet are flexed. You won't go as high, but you're looking just to squeeze them. Hold that there. And lower down again, okay? Take the top one, so foot's flexed. Lift it up. Engage, keep that core tight. Hold, hold, hold. And lower it down. Squeeze both together. Lift both. So again, I'm trying to keep everything in a straight line. My hip, my knee, my ankle. and lower down. Okay, change through onto the opposite side. So again, set yourself up. My hips are square. They're in line with my knee, my feet are flexed. Hands in front so that I don't rock forwards. And we're just going to squeeze and lift up. Engage that core, but also engage that abductor. So we're taking that muscle away from the body. Lower down. Okay, both lift. Big squeeze. So my hip, my knee, and my ankles are in a straight line. My core is engaged. Holding that position. Lower down. Okay, lift up. Single leg. Again, we're not trying to rock and roll. Just working through, working with our own body weight. Thinking about our moves. Lower down. And then squeeze up. Hold that position. And bring it down. Okay, bring the knees in. And then just come to a gentle sitting position. Okay, just turn the head to one side. Take it back through the middle. Okay, just walk the hands forward, curl. Try and get the elbows onto the floor, just a big stretch through. And come up. Okay, reach both hands up nice and tall. Press one side. Press the other side. Nice and long through the spine, through the back. Take the hands down. Okay, reach them behind. Just open out the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Allow them to drop down. Big breath in. Blow out. Hands to heart. We are done for today, guys. Good job.